Yo, what's up ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome back to my channel. My name is Ndifon Ntui, and on this channel I make sewing tutorials. I post new videos on Wednesdays and on Saturday, so please make sure you check back on those days in order to watch new content. If you like the video, please push like my videos. If you enjoy the videos, it really helps me out. Thank you so much for all your support in the past, and thank you for watching the video now. If you're a beginner or if you're a person who wants to push up on your skill, I offer online courses. I'll be showing a demo on how to make a jumpsuit. If you're interested, please send a Telegram message number that I can see on the screen. Thank you so much. Do have a lovely day. Bye-bye. Alright, welcome to today's video. In this video, we're going to tackle the sleeve that you've seen on the thumbnail. Now, before we start, you must know that this sleeve has like 4 different levels, and you need to, if you break it down like that, it becomes easier for you. The first part is an off-shoulder strap. That's the part at the top of the sleeve. That's an off-shoulder strap. I have a video on how to draft an off-shoulder strap, how to calculate your off-shoulder measurements, the body, the back, the front of the body, back of the body, and how to get your sleeves the length for the straps from that measurement. So if you don't know how to draft an off-shoulder strap, go and see my video on how to draft an off-shoulder strap. The second part that you can see here is some gathers that is joined to the off-shoulder strap. That's the second part. After the gathers that we have there, we have another strap around her, the end of her bicep, very close to her elbow, and because of that strap, adding a strap at the top and a strap underneath and a lot of excess on the part that was gathered, it gives it that balloon effect in the center, and then we finish off with 2 steps of flay at the end. So that's how we're going to break this down, and if you think about it like that, makes it a lot easier. So the first thing I'm going to go ahead to cut my straps. For the top part of the strap, I'm going to cut 3 inches by 7 inches. When I cut this, I'll be back. Okay, like I said, 3 inches by 7. I'm going to use this rectangle to cut my strap twice. So the fabric I intend to use for my strap, I'll use this and cut that fabric twice. All right, so now we have to go ahead to cut the part of the sleeve that comes immediately after here. That's the gathers. Now, before you cut the gathers, you need to know the person's bicep measurements. That's the diameter around the person's bicep. So for me, that number is 11 inches. 11 inches plus 10 inches of excess. You can make it a lot more than 10 inches depending on how full you want it to be. We've seen the end results at the beginning of the video, so you decide if you want to add more or less. But for what I'm using 10 inches for the width. So here, this is the width. So I'm going to cut mine using the bicep by 10 inches. So it'll be a lot larger than this, then we would gather it down. And after that, as for the length of it, I'm going to cut mine at 12 inches. It should work on most people. Now, after cutting this step, this part is the part that we're going to gather here. All right. So the next step after cutting the side with the puffiness is to cut the other parts, the part here that's supposed to sit close to your elbow, the other strap. Now, to cut that strap, you're going to keep your bicep measurement plus the allowance you intend to use. So my bicep measurement is 11 inches plus 1 inch, that is 12. I'm going to cut it with a length of 3 inches. So I'm going to cut it at 12 inches by 3 inches. I'm going to cut 2. Alright, so you see, this is the third step. Okay, you can't see this. Alright, so this is the first step, second step, and this over here is the third step. Alright, so now I'm going to head over, now I'm going to cut the flay part. I've made a video on how to cut a flay before, different types of flays, so make sure to go and check that out if you don't know how to cut flays. That will explain everything that has to do with flays. So I'm going to cut the 2-step flays that are supposed to be attached to this part, but I'm going to use the distance from here to here as a guide. So remember, I told you that we cut this at 11 plus 1 inch allowance, 12. So I'm going to use 12 to cut the curve at the top of the flay. Alright, so I've gone ahead to cut the flays, 2 of them. So the white one on top, I cut it to be 1.5 inch shorter than the one underneath. Also, I have divided them. Now, if you want to have your fabric on top and lining underneath, make sure that you cut this twice, one for the fabric, one for the lining. For me, I'm going to just hem the bottom of this and the bottom of this. Also, if you want it to like really stand, make sure to use hard knot. If you watch the video on how to go about handling flays, you would already know what to do so that this would stand, and if you should cut 720 or 360 for your sleeve. Okay, so let me go ahead to hem the bottom so that we'll start attaching this to the top, just to get the hemming at the bottom out of the way. Alright, so after hemming the end of both of the flays, the next step is to join these two parts together. So this is the body, this is the body where we'll have the excess, and this is the top part here. So you see this is the very first piece that we cut. So we need to know where this piece needs to stop, because the white needs to be longer than it. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep this pattern. So you see this pattern, I drafted this pattern to represent your body. So this is your bodice, sorry. So this is your bust, the under bust round, this is where the joining will be, and this is the armhole. So what I want you to do is place this one 1/2 inch on top of here. And when you've done that, you take the body, because this will be attached to the top. So you come 1/2 inch, you place this 1/2 inch on top of here, you place your paper 1/2 inch after the top. Okay, 1/2 inch after the top. Okay, I'm just going to move it in, and you move it in. So when you have done that, and you have enough over here, okay, and you have whatever your armhole is, because when we're fixing the sleeve, the top part here will turn 1/2 inch, so we need this to align with the body perfectly. Alright, and we still need to have an armhole here to join them together. I hope that is clear. If you have not seen the videos that I recommended, it might be a bit confusing, but if you've seen those videos, it's going to be perfect. So you place it on top, rule your armhole, draw your armhole out. Alright, so this part of the fabric is meant for the parts that will be joined to the armhole, and we're going to gather the rest of the top of the white part on top of this. But before I start to do that, the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to join these two parts together 1/2 inch at the top. When you are done, take this to your ironing table and give this a good press so that it lays flat. Alright, after you have ironed this flat, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to take the white part, or the part where you have the gathers, and we're going to stitch 1/2 inch from here all the way down. While I'm doing that, I'm going to gather the white fabric. After you have done that, after you have joined here, you're going to take the other part. Remember, we had two parts of the plaid fabric. So what we're going to do is we're going to fold 1/2 inch at the end here and use it to cover this ruffle. So when you bend the 1/2 inch, you're going to stitch from here all the way down. Alright, so now we have attached the first part to the strap. So you see what I mean? This part over here, whatever we have over here is what we're going to attach. It's what we're going to attach to the body. So you see this part, this is what fits into the armhole. Alright, so yeah, let me go and iron this, and then I'll come back so that we can join the bottom. Alright, so after you've attached the top part neatly, the next thing is to attach the bottom part. Okay, so this is the part now that will sit firmly around the bicep. So what we're going to do, we're going to keep the first one, and just so you're careful, you can attach both of them at the same time while you're gathering, but just so that everything comes out neatly and you're careful, you place the white on top of one side of the bicep piece, the piece that we got using the bicep, and I'm going to simply gather this. Okay, so you can see this is how the sleeve is. So top bicep area. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stitch both of the flares together. All right, so around the circle I'm going to bring the white flare, keep it on top of the plaid. That's the one that is shorter. Keep the one that is shorter on top of the one that is longer and join them together so that it makes it easier when we're attaching this to the sleeve. Front, so you're going to turn to the inside, which is here. You're going to separate both of them like so. Hold only the one that's close to the elbow for the inside like so, and we're going to attach this piece here. Okay, sorry. Okay, so we're going to attach them together from here all the way down. So you see the one on the inside facing the plaid fabric. Okay, so I'm going to go from the tartan, sorry. I'm going to go from here all the way down. And after you have done that, you do the same thing we did at the top. We're going to fold half an inch, like so. You're going to fold half an inch here and plant all this excess inside it. So you're going to fold half an inch like this, and we are going to plant the excess inside it. So now you can see we have the 3 layers put together, but this one here will become shorter and more compressed by the time it's on the wearer's body, because this will stop right at the elbow. Alright, so now the next thing is to join the 2 sides that you have over here. Join it from here all the way down. Consume half an inch. So that is how it is done. Alright, thank you for watching. I'm going to see you in my next video. Have a lovely day. Bye bye.